Yes, so I am pro-democracy, so absolutely we should expand our number of representatives, no questions asked. I also absolutely believe in statehood for Washington, D.C. I was just there a few weeks ago, a beautiful, beautiful place, a lot of beautiful working class folks. It was just amazing. I do differ though, I would not call for Puerto Rico's statehood. Puerto Rico is one of the first, if not the first imperial project in this country. I think that we should be stumping for Puerto Rican independence. I think that for us to include Puerto Rico would be no different than us saying we should annex Greenland, because it's a lot of the same sort of rationale, in my opinion. I think the Puerto Ricans I have talked to have asked for independence, and they say that's better than being told to be a part of a system that actually they were only a part of because of our conquest. So that is why I know it's not something that's said often, but that is how I feel about Puerto Rican statehood. But also what Jeanette said is very, very real, because we're talking about this question, like there's going to be constitutional hiccups, there are going to be at every level challenges. And so we have to make sure that we do have a Supreme Court that matches more. Listen, the Supreme Court is an unconstitutional body. We need to talk about it. Like, these are unelected, unaccountable monarchs, essentially. It's actually everything that's anti this country. And the fact that we codified the one vestige of what we tried to get away from in Great Britain into this is I guess that's for a dissertation at a different time. But my point in all this is that yes, I call for more Supreme Court justices, similar to President FDR did, which that threat, we didn't even expand the Supreme Court, but the threat alone is what pushed to give what is the most progressive Supreme Court of all time, with the Warren courts, how we got Brown v. Board of Education, how we got the voting. I mean, so we also need to make sure we talk about term limits for members of Congress, which I absolutely support. So yes, to summarize it, yes, expanding, because you know what? Why we need that expansion? You talk about rural counties, our rural brothers and sisters and neighbors, right? We need more representations, because we should have more folks who are saying, why the hell did you just allow my rural hospital to be shut down so that a private equity who also owns our nursing home can now take the hospital on top of that? See, that's inexcusable. And so when I also think about that, I think of rural farmers who, year to date right now, suicides are up 46%. 70% of those are in this country. We need more representation to make sure that our lives, because our lives are on the line. We need